Clover Classic Custard, the creamy taste that takes you back. Made with love by Clover.
All right, so if you're celebrating a special day or you'd like to surprise somebody celebrating a special day, maybe you might want to make this version as opposed to a cake, a traditional cake, because today we're making a version of a babka, which is basically a braided chocolate swirl bread. And before you even start making this, make sure that you've got some milk to wash it all down with, because it's super delicious, super creamy, beautiful. And here to show us how to make it, Melandi Esterhuis. Welcome back, Mel.
Thank you. It's good to be back in the kitchen again.
Very exciting. So, a babka. This is the first time I've ever heard of a babka. What is its origins?
So it's originally from Middle Eastern, and it is also a type of Jewish bread.
Yeah.
And it's one of my favorites, definitely one of my favorites, because it's so good. It's got that perfect sweet balance to it, because you've got the bread. It's almost like a Cinnabon, but a chocolate version.
Oh, my goodness. And then, of course, we're going to top it off with our beautiful Clover Classic Custard as well, just as a touch of creamy deliciousness, that taste that takes you back, right?
Definitely.
Excellent.
I love anything custard. So,
where do we start?
Yes. Okay, so we're going to add all the ingredients in here and just combine it until a dough starts to form.
So we got all the dry ingredients, including the butter. I see some yeast over there. Is
so
that
always
yeast?
Be careful. Yes, it's yeast. So be careful to not put your salt on your yeast, because you can kill the yeast.
Kill the yeast. This is the first time in a while when we are using yeast that we're not using warm water to activate it. Why not?
You don't necessarily need that.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's just once this dough is combined with the yeast, because it's instant yeast,
yes,
it should react very quickly. You normally use hot water when you use fresh yeast, which you can get at most supermarkets. You just have to go ask the baker.
Yes.
Always substitute fresh yeast with half the amount of instant yeast.
Okay, okay.
Because it's more live.
There we go. Okay, see, we learn new things every day. So you're going to mix it nicely together, and your butter would have been at room temperature, so it's easier and more pliable to work together.
Yes.
Get it into that mixture.
So the butter and the egg creates a very rich, and with the milk as well, you create a very rich and very flavorful dough.
Yes.
So you're going to mix that until it's well combined, and then you're going to knead it for about 15 minutes until the dough is smooth and elastic.
Okay.
And you'll know it's ready when you pull it apart and a thin window starts to form.
Okay.
And then you'll let that dough proof for about 30 minutes or to an hour. Roll it out to about a rectangle like this. And can I ask you to spread so long for us over there?
Good. So we've got here some chocolate?
Yes, some chocolate mixed with cinnamon.
All of it?
Yes, all of it. You can mix any spice that you really like in there. I prefer cinnamon, because who doesn't like cinnamon?
I mean, yes.
Cinnamon is amazing.
There we go. It's a great, great spice.
So you want to spread it out very evenly.
Yes.
Be careful to not come too close to your one side, because you need to seal it off still.
Okay. Oh my goodness, this is the biggest challenge. Okay. So there we go.
Can I remove this for you?
Yes, I need some space there.
I see that.
Yeah. My late uncle was a builder, so I used to watch him apply cement.
Oh, it's the same.
To bricks, and this was kind of like the same technique that he would use. Tell me how I'm doing so far, because I'm trying to not get too close to the edges.
You are doing fantastic.
Yeah. Oh goodness. Get around.
Okay. So can I add some Clover Classic Custard for you?
Please do.
So I'm just going to add a thin layer, because you'll serve it with custard as well. You can spread that out.
And of course, that's the creamy, smooth taste that we want. That takes you back. That's just going to take this recipe to a whole another delicious, creamy level. It's rich in vitamins A.
Do you mind passing me the nuts? Then I'll give us a sprinkle of nuts.
Yeah, vitamin A, B2, and D, rich in this custard. Oh, look at that. Yes, nut bay. I don't know if that's a thing. There's already a salt base, so I guess you were doing that with the nuts now. That looks really, really good. And then, of course, if you have a little helper in the kitchen who's helping you do this recipe, they will be left to something like this, and they might enjoy it well.
You go for it.
You do that.
So I'm going to start to roll this up. So I'm just going to kind of pinch it in, and now just roll it.
SMS the keyword Clover to 33728, and we'll send you the ingredients list as well as a link to the recipe. That looks so good.
So you want to make sure to pinch the edges here.
Yes.
Just to seal the dough. Doesn't take that long, and then just roll it out evenly.
Yes. That's looking good.
So now we're going to fold it in half and just give it a twist.
Oh, look at you. There we go. And then pinch it closed again.
Yep, pinch it close.
Tuck it in, and now you've greased your pan.
Yes, we have.
Baking tray.
And now you're going to allow this to proof. Cover with a clean cloth and allow to proof.
For a second time.
Yes, for the second time, that's to make a softer crumb.
Okay.
So when you eat it, it's very soft, very light. So yeah, that's going to
Beautiful.
proof for about another hour to, well, half an hour to an hour. You can put some egg wash on there, bake
If you want
it.
that glossy golden
Beautiful
finish on it,
glaze.
right?
Yes.
And in the oven at 180 degrees for how long?
For about 45 to 50 minutes. You have to check it. If you knock it and it sounds very hollow, the bread should be right.
Okay, good stuff. So
Yes.
that's the sound test. All right. If you're
Yes.
looking at how we made this and it looks a bit complicated, don't worry. Let's show you a quick recap. This is delicious. Oh, sorry, Nicole.
Rolled, twisted and baked, this Clover Choc nut braided bread will have your chocolate-loving neighbors knocking on your door in no time. So if you like your neighbors, go ahead and make 2. Add 4 tablespoons of clover butter to 3 cups of cake flour. Add a teaspoon of salt, a packet of instant yeast, and crack in 1 large egg. Next, pour in 1 1/4 cups of Clover fresh full cream milk and mix to form a dough. Turn the dough out onto a clean surface and knead for 10 to 15 minutes and set aside to double in size. Roll the dough out to 3mm thickness and spread over 300 grams of your favorite chocolate spread. Then spread over a thin layer of Clover Classic Custard and scatter over 100 grams of chopped mixed nuts. Roll the dough up into a log shape and slice it in half before plaiting the 2 halves together. Pop the bread into a baking tin, cover and leave to double in size again. Bake the bread at 180 degrees Celsius for around 30 minutes. Serve thick slices of your nutty chocolate bread with lashings of Clover Classic Custard. Crispy on the outside, chocolatey and sticky on the inside, this Clover Choc nut braided bread might just have your family begging for more.
Made with love by Clover.
So you can SMS Clover to 33728, and if you like, once you've served it up, just allow the custard to do its thing, you know. Just
You need to put a lot on there.
yeah, don't be
The
shy.
more, the
No,
merrier.
come on. Do it for the gram, for whatever reason, okay?
That looks lovely.
I can't believe I just did that. That looks amazing.
Indeed
Brandy,
it does.
Thank you very much. SMS Clover to 33728, and you can make your own beautiful. I need to
Do you
just.
want to try?
May I?
Please,
Just
go
just
for
a
it.
piece over here. Oh, here we go. Don't mess around. Oh, get inside. Ooh. Ah, hello.
You want some bread with that custard, bro?
Fantastic. Try it out at home. Delicious, creamy, excellent. Thank you.
Thank you.
Clover Classic Custard, the creamy taste that takes you back. Made with love by Clover.